Hello, everyone. It's freezing in this freaking car. I am so hot. Oh, you have no idea what I'm going through with these freaking hot flashes. I'm sitting here now and I just want to cry. But what's the purpose of crying? It's not going to change it. Anyway, I'm feeling so blessed this morning. I feel so good. I prayed about it. I've thought about it for a while, and it's something that I felt I needed to do. So I bit the bullet and I did it this morning. So now I'm just gonna start clearing out. I went in my apartment. Of course, I was in my apartment. What am I saying? Oh my God! Give me a break, y'all. I've been up all night basically. These are greeting cards. This whole bag is full of greeting cards, and I'm taking it to a senior building a few towns away from here because I know someone who lives in the building, and she has purchased cards for me a few times. So I figure if I'm gonna give away cards and not earn anything, I would prefer it to be with someone that has bestowed me kindness in the past. I um I closed my eBay down. And I felt it was time to do it. And the blessing is, I did it because I felt it was time to do it. I didn't do it because I was forced to do it. I didn't close the account. I just took off everything that was there. Now, which way am I going? This way. Okay. I just took everything off, and I'm going to start getting the greeting cards out of my home. My space, the amount of cards that I have is, oh, I thought she was dead. I haven't seen her in so long. The amount of cards I have is an overabundance. And what I had on eBay alone was in one section of the room. Yeah, one section of the room on the floor right in front of my cabinet. And that stuff drove me bonkers every time I went in my room because I wasn't able to hide it. My closet, I have a closet with a whole bunch of paper stacked up, beautiful paper. And at one point, I was, get over! At one point, I was so in love with the pretty paper, I didn't want to use it. And what I did do, which I can say now because I didn't use any designer paper to do it, so it's okay. What I did do is I would take some of those papers and I would print them. I would print them to make me have that print in mass production. And that caused me to have the original copy build up after years. So when I say I have the original copy built up, I have the original copy built up. Okay, I want to make sure my speeding is under 25. Okay, so I have a whole entire dresser that is nothing but cards. No clothes, nothing but cards. So this morning, this bag right here is almost one of those dressers. So this is out. Now, the the part that was almost painful was the fact that I have some really beautiful cards. And where I'm taking them now, these are all seniors. So some of them are Mother's Day, they have no use for them. Emotionally, I don't have it to be sorting out and all that other stuff and figuring it. And I don't have any of that. I'm not doing any of that. And I kid you not, the only reason why, go ahead. The only reason why I'm taking these is where I'm taking them now is because of Coral. If it wasn't for Coral, these would be in the garbage. They would be in the garbage because I know deep down inside she would give it away to someone before she would put it in the garbage. And I have 4 boxes, like I mentioned yesterday, at my door that's going to be picked up today. But I have a food delivery coming this afternoon. 2 deliveries I have coming this afternoon. So one delivery is going to get about 8 to 10 greeting cards inside of a little package. I'll probably put some ribbon around it, whatever, but it's going to be a gift. So that's going to be one delivery. And then the next delivery, I already had a vision of it this morning, is going to be, oh hell, the blows. No, baby, move. I'm not trying to let me in. I'm going to take it. I don't play that. Let me go up this way. The road is bad. So I feel really good this morning. Now I'm going to tell you why I decided to do away with YouTube. Not YouTube. Did I say you? Yes, I'm distracted because I'm trying to drive. I'm not trying to hit anyone. I decided to give up eBay because of what I see on YouTube. And then I realized something, and this is the truth. I'm going to tell you out of God's honest truth, because y'all know how I get down. I'm not into all that flossing. But anyway, when I couldn't stare at that light there, boys and girls. When I started my YouTube channel, because of my depression and my bipolar disorder. And it was my outlet. And then yesterday, I sat down when I started trying to write down some meals that I wanted to put together and some things and, whatever. And I said to myself, this YouTube channel is where my joy is. This is what I enjoy doing. Yesterday, I did a video. I was cutting up some onions and putting them in a bowl. Why? Because that is what Coral would do. Now, you may be wondering who Coral is. She's basically my mother from another mother. And she's my bestie, and I've never met her, but I feel like I met her. Anyway, she has ingrained in me not to be afraid to try things. So that's why my channel is blooming the way it is, because I could be in a supermarket and I could look at something that I normally would not eat and I would say, Coral would try that. So now I'm adapting to trying something. Now, I'm not trying everything because I'm not going to eat no octopus, but no. So, but I say to myself now, it's worth a try. So that's how I'm evolving on YouTube, and I can see it myself. But today is like a blessing in transformation, because I prayed to stop doing greeting cards. I prayed to stop doing greeting. I was addicted terribly. I couldn't function if I wasn't crafting. I was crafting from sun up to sundown. And when I was doing my YouTube video, which was on my greeting cards, I wasn't getting views, and I still didn't care because I loved doing my cards. But then something hit me one day when Coral said something to me, and I can't remember what it was, but basically it was a comment in reference to how many cards I had. And in an abundance. So I have been thinking for the last few months. I have been watching my YouTube. I've been watching my eBay. I have watchers. I've offered discounts on the watchers, and no one took any of the offers. And I don't know if a person knows what a watch does to a person who's not selling anything. You go to eBay and you see you got 5 or 6 watchers, and then it says offer them a discount. Now, you can't offer a person a discount when you're not getting a profit. That's just not possible, because you're shipping it out. It's costing you something, your materials, whatever. I don't normally charge for my time because it is something that I do for love, and it's what I do because I want to do it. And whether I sold the card or not, I would still make the card. So it was never, my time was never in it. But then I thought about it. The amount of time that I put into making those cards, it saved my sanity. It actually saved my life. I had been in the mental ward at least 14 times for suicide. 3 of those suicides I should have never woke up from. But what got me this time to really push the button was when I fell a few days ago. And yesterday I saw a post where a woman had some type of issue, and she saw herself or everything, and she was dead for 14 minutes. And it just sounded so much like what I went through, and it still boggles me, and I'm still in a daze, because I was literally suspended in air above my body, and I saw me laying there lifeless. I'm still dealing with pain in my nose, but to know I didn't bleed, I'm like, no bruise, no nothing, but my nose still hurts. The doctor told me that he backed up from the table when I told him what happened to me, and I told him how severe it was. And he told me a fall like that at my age, I shouldn't have woken up the next morning. And I told him I went to the emergency room. My knee is very painful right now, and I'm still exercising every day. I'm giving myself strength, and I'm not falling down on excuses. I know it sounds hard, but I had to do that for myself. So all of these months and everything, now I'm sitting here saying to myself, I have an event I could go to in October, $75 for the table. I don't know yet how I'm going to come up with the $75. And then when I was packing this bag, I realized that these cards could be on that table for that event. And still, I'm not gonna hold them, because I want to clear out some of my clothing that I'm not wearing. Clearly, I don't need them. I don't wear them. So I want to go into my dresser, and I want to go in my closet. I want to take some stuff out of my closet, and I want to put it into my dressers, because in my closet, my walk-in closet, I want to put a desk to make my designated area for my bracelets. I'm loving the bracelets. So I said I'm going to do that. One of the things that helped me ease into this, because last week I did actually have a few anxiety issues, because my car has my face on it and my logo on it, and I'm like, I just detailed this car, and I'm thinking of Dashway and eBay. There's Shay's Creations right there. What am I doing? Did I just waste this money? Did I barely can scrape by? And I realized that no, I did not. Everything I have done, I kept Shay's Creations connected to it. So I said, I don't have to do. Now, I do plan on doing cards. Don't get me wrong. I do plan on doing cards. I do plan on giving cards away, kindness cards. That's my ministry, I believe. I don't believe cards, which I never believed my hustle and grind was going to be selling cards. I give away too many. So I realized that kindness gifting is my ministry, and it's what I was meant to do. So I said to myself, that's what I'm going to do. And I know it sounds absolutely strange to hear someone say that they would make something that cost them money just to give away. That was not my intention. My intention was to make the cards to soothe my mental health, and I did. But then upon doing that, I built I don't know how to say it, but if you were to go through my home and open up drawers and stuff like that, and to see how many cards I have, then you would understand the despair that I went through when I wasn't able to sell them. Giving away all of these cards would normally cause me a mental breakdown. The reason why I'm not going through a mental breakdown is because of who it's going to. And she has no idea that I'm coming anyway. I'm praying that someone is in that lobby of that building, because there's no parking over there. You need a card with money on it. I don't have a card with money on it. Basically, you need a debit card or a credit card. I don't have a card with money on either one. So I'm just gonna open. Hopefully, someone's in the lobby like before, and I can say, "Could you pass this to 4E?" And they give it to her. I haven't spoken to this woman in months. I went through a major emotional thing where I had to basically stop contact with almost everybody. I had no choice. So it is what I had to do, and I'm in the town now. I didn't even realize how easy this ride was, but it's a blessing because I am feeling this freaking air conditioner. It is like 80 degrees today, and I'm sick of this freaking 80 degrees. But I'm sitting down here now saying to myself, I'm hoping and praying to hurry up and get to winter because of my hot flashes. And then I feel horrible feeling this way because there are people that don't have anywhere to live in the winter time. This morning I woke up and I said to myself, I didn't make $1 yesterday. I didn't do a survey. I didn't do anything. And I didn't feel like doing a survey. I do surveys, love surveys, but I didn't feel like doing one. I just been downsizing, de-stashing for so long. That's all I want to do right now. That's all I want to do. I just want to get my home back to where it feels like my home, which is very much there. So I'm feeling good about that. But I just saw this man. I was going to give him this whole bag and just turn around and go home. But I'm feeling so much better. You know, one of the things that helped me make my decision, and I see a woman socially, not in person, but on the computer, and I would have to use the word brag, because in context of the way the posts are, that's exactly what it's doing. It's bragging. And she had a big order a few weeks ago, $5,000, and she was on there saying how blessed she was and everything, and all of that is good and great. I support everyone who's hustling and grinding and everything. I'm not that type of person that don't wish well to people. I share her posts, I likes everything, but I noticed in her posts exhaustion, overwhelming, not enough time for her minor children, things of that nature. And I realized that just say I was to make it and my demand was to fulfill those type of orders, I couldn't do it. Not only could I not do it, I wouldn't want to do that to myself. I'm the type of person that even millions of dollars couldn't change me. And I don't want to do something that would put me in a position that I would give up all of my for $1. So I don't want that. I woke up this morning and the first thing I did was prayed and thank God for my Social Security. My Social Security is not even $1,000, boys and girls. And when my check comes, I pay all my bills in one day. Everything, no matter what date it's due. And I have my last $2.26 this morning that I had in my account. I put into my savings account because I'm building up my emergency fund. And that was my last $2.26. Inside of my car, I only have $1 for gas. Nope, $2 for gas. And that's all the gas money I have. But I have a garage to park my car, so I can park until I have gas. So in all of those things, I have to count my blessings. I have to count what I have, not what I don't have. Not only that, nothing that I have in my possession, if I was to drop dead today, could I take with me. Not only that, who would want to actually clean my craft room? Who wants to deal with all that paper, all those cards? Nobody. So Kindness Creations is gone officially this month. Why? Because I lost access to the password. Now, I actually don't know where I'm supposed to go from here. If I make a left, if I make a right, I'll be way out of my way just to get back to the left where I need to go. So I think I'm going to try making a left and see if hopefully it's that one left I have to make. Anyway, so I had so much to think about, and I thought about it, and today I'm going to be so happy when I build those 10 cards that I'm giving to someone. I probably build 2 and give them away. But these cards here, she's gonna be happy. And one time I was clearing up, and I dropped cards to her, and she came to my house to bring me money. And I either wasn't home, didn't answer, whatever the case may be. But it didn't matter because I didn't have the money. I didn't have the money. Don't matter. So she was getting it. She was getting it regardless. Yeah, you didn't move fast enough, baby. You gotta start playing games. Okay, now is this the street? Okay. Oh gosh, I can't tell. I'm on one corner. Am I on the? Dang. I gotta decide if I'm gonna be in the right lane or not. I can't even see the street sign. Where the freak is the street sign? Well, I got no choice now. I'm in the left already. Baby, you better be easy pushing that bike out there in the street. Now, I should have made the left because she lives that way. So I have to go all the way around. Anyway, so it all worked out. It all worked out. When I go home, I have 5 more drawers to empty. And I'm not going to do everything in one day, but I am going to get a good enough amount of it done today. I don't want to just go to the homeless shelter and drop off a bunch of cards. Okay, let me get in my left lane. Can I get over? Please let me over. Please let me over. Oh, this piece of shit. Anyway, so it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. My daughter said a couple days ago, she said, "Mommy, I just can't believe you let that room get like that." And all because I'm doing events and then turn around, get to these one of the locations I go to is not the location for me. I'm going to that location this month, and it's only because I'm not taking any cards with me. I'm not taking any cards, any of my crafting, any of that stuff. So I'll be okay. And I believe my socks are gonna sell because it's winter time now. It's about to be winter time. Oh jeez, you would decide to go now while you see everybody moving. This humongous garbage truck sees me right here with my signal on, and he's pushing his way through. If I was a different type of person, I think it's a tragedy for someone to see someone push, in the lane to just bulldoze themselves through. That's not right. And some people so lucky, so not lucky, but so eager for $1, they would let that truck hit them, just so they could sue. I don't want that kind of money. Okay, now I do know that's a red light. If I go this way, I could probably find my way. Boys and girls, I don't even know the lady's address. Oh. So I think today is a good day. My caseworker is down the block. If I don't have access to, I can't listen to that signal. There we go. If I can't get someone over here, I'm gonna take these cards to my caseworker and let her do what she want to do with them. She's right down the block. I know I'm somewhere around this girl's house. It's a tragedy when you're in another town and you don't know your way. Ow! I almost read a red light. Whew. I was looking on the corner trying to see the boy, I don't want no $75 ticket. Oh my God, this person behind me must be laughing to see me stop like that. Now, is this a one-way or two-way or whatever? Yeah, two-way. Gosh, they're doing construction down here. The only reason why I'm still looking is because my GPS has access to finding me. It takes me straight to my home, so I don't know where I am right now. I do know that she lives somewhere, and I'm going to get to it. I got a feeling that I'm near it, but going these different blocks is not good for somebody without access. Ooh, they cleaned up their yard. It is beautiful. I just can't even afford to be driving like this. This is disgusting. This is one of the reasons. I found it! Ooh, wait. Can I find no parking? No parking. There's no parking over here. Dang, I found it. She lives right here. And there's no free parking anywhere over here. You can't even fit in that space. Oh man. Oh. Dang, somebody came out the door. Every space over here. You know what? One thing about me, boys and girls, I will park blocks away and walk. So I'm just gonna park blocks away. All of these driveways. It's 80 degrees out here. No parking here to corner. Okay. Hello, miss. What is this place? A senior center? Am I able to make a donation to drop something off?
I think so, okay.
Is there parking in there?
Let's park here.
Thank you. You think I'm going to be searching around for parking space in 80-degree weather? This is a senior center, she said. Hope they don't take my car. She throw them in the garbage. I'm parking here. Somebody else behind me parking. I'm going to go inside of here real quick to take these cards and hopefully they take them. Sir? Hello? You see the kindness of strangers? They ignore you. Okay, I'll be right back. They're having lunch, and it's like a couple hundred people in there. But she took them, and she said, thank you so much. They will help a lot. The woman that she asked permission from, she said, yes. And I said, ah! So we're so thankful because guess what, boys and girls? You see this lady right here? I'm in my nightgown. I'm in my house dress. So and you know what? I ended up coming right to the woman's house because of parking. So that food smelled good in there. Ooh, they eating good in the neighborhood. They don't have no peanut butter and jelly on that table. They got some good old food. You smell like seasoning and everything in there. Because you know how some places feed you that generic food. So, now my day is done. And now I know I can probably wait a few weeks and then drop off some more. And this is the place I had came to before, but I was afraid to ask. I was kind of nervous to ask. And they're all outside there. I couldn't, but I'm okay. I did one thing. I'm really kind of contemplating on turning my craft room back into my bedroom, because I would really be able to do a lot, especially since especially since I get so many samples from Wayfair. My room looks so nice, so I'm thinking about that. And my closet, like I said, I want to make that for my for my bracelets. So, boys and girls, you have just witnessed me driving around like a weirdo and end up finding where I needed to be. Now, they just did a massive amount of construction on this road. This side of the street looks like it can hold two cars, 2 lanes. I'm on this meager piece of the road, and I have to make a turn, but I have to now go into this road over here. Boys and girls, let me tell you guys something. This L-theanine anxiety medicine is absolutely a blessing. That woman just shoot out. And normally I would just drop the steering wheel and start breaking down, but I don't do that anymore. No, I don't do that anymore. They're doing so much construction. You know, I feel kind of sad when I see these people doing all these constructions, because it's about to be wintertime. So they're going to be out there making that good old money in that earth. No matter how much I need money to pay my bills, that job there of going under the earth and do it, I couldn't do it. And the people that literally get down in there, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. This here says canned food, diapers, and kids' clothes are donated. I don't know what that is, what that place is, but I might have kids' clothes in my closet. If I do, they're coming right here. But not only that, if I have any adult clothes, they may come there too. I'm not gonna bring my clothes that I've had, because I've had them for so long not wearing them. So some may be outdated, but most likely the thrift store or something. But I don't have gas to be driving around dropping stuff. Today's drop off was intentional, so I didn't want to throw it in the garbage, and it landed in a place that I'm proud of, so that's good too. Don't play with me! Don't fucking play! I will beat your ass in the street. Get away from this. Sorry, y'all gonna see me get real today. These people think they're gonna run on me on the road. Got my name all over my car and got me all outside acting up. I don't want nobody to hit my car. I try to be careful as best I could, but these people don't even want to give you a blind on the road. They just want to treat you like trash. Man, better not even dare come behind me. Especially men. Men think they see a woman on the road and they think they can try her. Don't try me, honey, because I will fight a man just like I fight a woman. It is hot out here. The sun is beaming through this daggone dashboard. And I know somebody may be like, oh my God, I can't believe she did that. I try to stay under 25 miles an hour because you don't know when something may, I live in New York, and it's like It's that person is right behind me. I live in New York and it's congested out here, which means we drive like sardines. You know, you got to be really careful. You know, you might just blink 1 minute and you in somebody's rear end. You know what I mean? So I don't want that kind of stuff, and I try to drive to where but let me pull over. Let this person get around me. I'm pulling up on the sidewalk. And that's one of the reasons why I drive slower, so that when there's a nutcase behind me, I can just pull over and let them get in front of me. I don't like the fact that my face is on this car, and I get into anything. I'm very careful and mindful. You don't know who's recording anything, and I don't need anybody leaving me a derogatory review on the road for something, especially something that is unnecessary. And people don't know. It took me a couple of months to get a review down that someone left, and I wasn't even driving my freaking vehicle. But this time I am driving a vehicle. That car is beautiful, purple and white with shades of lavender all over. And it's a business vehicle, so that's their logo. I just want to go home, make me some beef stew, heat me up some beef stew. That beef stew is good, boys and girls. You know what? I never liked cooking. Never liked cooking. And to know, and my sweetie kept saying yesterday, oh, you did good. And you know what he always says? Let me know if you want me to cook something for you today. And I don't know if I'm ever outside of maybe the pork shoulder that I just ordered. He may have to cook the pork shoulder. I may not be up for that. I just ordered pork shoulder. It's coming today, but it was like $1.99 a pound or something like that. I don't know anything about nickels and dimes when it comes to them meats, but I said Coral would like $1.99. I done heard her say $1.99 enough times already, so I saw the pork shoulder and I got it. I don't know what a pork shoulder, what you do with it. I do know that there was a hunk of meat before that I purchased, and she had me cut it into like pork chops or something. I don't actually want pork chops, but if that cuts into pork chops, I would try to eat it and see if I get sick. I've been getting nauseous eating pork chops, so I stopped eating them. So, but when I saw this hunk of meat for like whatever $1.99, I think a pound or something like that, I said, I think this is something that I could probably make a few meals out of. And what I'm actually doing great with is my food is so good that it's edible for leftovers. So the next day it tastes really good, really good. Oh, baby, please don't hit me. Okay. One of the things that I actually miss is pasta. I tell you, I miss pasta. I love pasta, but all of the pain and all that other stuff that I was dealing with, it was too much pasta. Too much pasta. So my neighbor got all the pasta. Ooh, she got a big old bag of pasta. But I didn't give up any of my sauces. I just entered my town, which is Mount Vernon, New York. I didn't give up any of my sauces because I can use those for my ground beef with my vegetables, which is a version of my chili. I don't really care for chili. I can eat like a bowl, but I need to make a chili for my daughter because I noticed she buys canned chili a lot. So one day matter of fact, I probably have some supplies to make it, but not today because that crock pot meal I need to eat off of for a while. There's nothing in this world like some ice cold water. And this vehicle, oh, I want to wash this vehicle so bad. but I can't really do much because I'm going to 2 events, so I have some stuff in the back. My hanging rack and everything is in the way. So, but I want to. Oh, that light was over there. Okay, thought I ran the light. But I'm home now, so I got one thing done. I'm trying to focus because this is a 2-way lane. There's a lot of cars coming. And there's a humongous, big old truck, boys and girls. Big old truck. Not letting it hit me. My mom is not feeling well. Her doctors sent her some medication. I'm thankful. My mom is 77 or 78, and I had my mother for all these years, but my mom is really not doing well, and I can't even imagine how she's managing constantly being sick. I don't wish that for anyone. I just wish she would just be out of that kind of pain. She's been dealing with the burning in the legs and everything for years. And sometimes I see her face and I'm like, and to know that I cried as much as I cried because of the burning, especially when I still have it in my feet and stuff. I actually feel good knowing that I don't want to see my mother suffer anymore. It's an emotional place that takes some type of awareness to know that you don't want to see the person suffer anymore. I was reading the other day, someone in a group, someone in their family had passed away, and the person didn't go through any, major breakdowns or whatever, and people in the family thought the person was not expressing emotions. And she said she watched the person suffer for so many years. As a matter of fact, it was actually her mother. She said she watched her mother suffer for so many years that she was finally relieved that she was no longer in pain. And if you choose to believe in the afterlife, or if you've had any experience with the afterlife, then you know there's somewhere better. At least if that's what you have to believe to get you through the day, because it surely is what I have to believe to get me through the day. And I'm going to choose to do what I need to do for me, because it's definitely what got me through this last bout of suicide that I went through. So I don't want to see my mother in pain anymore. It's too much. No one can live a life. I mean, I can't lie. I just lied. I was about to lie. I didn't finish. She's living her best life because she does go out. She ventures off. She goes out of state, country, everything. She go back home, everything. So, but now, oh wow, where do I go? Wow. Now I'm home. I can't go down that street, and I've never been down this street, so I don't even know where I am. The cops and everything is down that street. That street takes me straight home. So this is just one street over. Hopefully I can make it a left and not a right. But I got a feeling I'm only going to be able to make a left. A right. And I'm right. That's only a right. So I'm going to go straight. An extra corner. I don't know where I am now. And this is the town I live in. 4.4 square miles. And I don't know this street. But there's no way of getting lost. I know where the street is. I know that street right there. That street leads me back to the street that I can't go to. So I'm going to have to go that way. Some people forget the stop sign is actually the stop sign. They think it's a red light. I got a feeling I should make this left and then make... Okay. I'm back on track now. I'm by the Dollar Tree. I'm excited, boys and girls. I'm excited. I don't even know if I'm going to this event, but this event, from what I hear, is the event that I need to attend. This lady told me, she said, you need to attend this event here. You can tell by the roads where I am, right? Guess what happened to me yesterday, boys and girls? I was sitting in my house and I had a feeling that I wanted a cigarette. I said, oh, something is starting to stress me out. That's the last thing this girl wants. I said, I gotta be mindful. There's something bothering me. And then I realized this is my craft room. And if this man doesn't come and take this stuff to the church today, I'm going to be beyond angry because I'm sick and tired. I hate having something and having to wait for somebody to bring it to me. And I don't want to say I don't have any money, to afford gas to be driving around and dropping in places. I don't think I need to expose myself like that, regardless of who the person may be. You know what I'm saying? So, but if he doesn't come today, I'm going to be really upset because I have some packages of other stuff coming that I actually need, and I need the space. 303 for gas, baby. We went down. Those cars expensive. They got a new shop over there. That's where my old shop used to be at. I have a parking ticket that I need $20 for, just $20 to pay the ticket, and I need it in the mail before the 15th because the ticket got to be paid by the 20th. They're gonna double that ticket, triple that ticket, and I'm so thankful the ticket is only $20. So thankful. If it was where I live, it would have been $75. So I gotta stand in the feet of gratitude to get through some of these things. But I used quite a bit of gas, boys and girls, today. Quite a bit of gas. You have to be mindful what you do in your vehicle when other people can look through your mirror. I saw someone a couple weeks, much better deals. Oh my goodness, there's a store there. Much better deals. Oh my God, I live right here. There's a new beauty place here. There's a new store that says much better deals. Then there's a restaurant right here. Then there's another restaurant right here. There's another restaurant right here. Oh, I need to take a walk outside my building. Oh, let me take this. No, let me go this way. I'm passing my building now. That man got a humongous truck. I wish I could drive a truck that big. I probably could, to be honest. I'm home, boys and girls. I just passed my building. I got to go around 2 blocks, 3 blocks. I got to go around 4 blocks to get to my parking garage. And I'm telling you, when I first got my parking space, I was on 2nd Avenue where I could have just made that left and turned into my garage. But the space wasn't big enough for my vehicle. I actually scraped my vehicle going into the space. And a few days later, they came and got me in my house to take me to my new space. And it's so much bigger now. So I'm happy. You know, my daughter got a little mouthy yesterday with me, talking about your apartment is so hot, it feels like you can't breathe in there, and you only have windows on one side, and all this stuff that, of course, I know. So she's like, every time you get a chance to move, you always stay there, and but you surely do know how to fix your house up. She was trying to be facetious because I'm always doing something different, but what she fails to realize is that I have to be very careful with jumping up, moving, because grass is not always greener on the other side. I have looked. I've called a place in Virginia 3 days this week. You think they call me back? No. I like the place. Done seen the inside through the computer, but it's much smaller than what I have now. My bedroom, I wouldn't even be able to have two end tables. That's how small the room is. The walk-in closet is mager, everything. So you got to be careful. But boy, you walk fast. I would have to, number one, find out where would I park my vehicle. Where would I park my vehicle? I'm supposed to give up sheltered parking and some type of peace. I have complete privacy when I go to my apartment. My doorbell barely rings. My phone barely rings. I have more spammers calling me than real people calling me. I'm in this garage. My goodness. Now granted, I want full coverage back on this vehicle. God knows if something happened to my windshield or anything. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I got a little cushion I got a little cushion if something break down on this bad boy. But I don't want to park on the street. Not here. After they broke into my car so many times, they tried to break in my car in this garage. So, boom! Yes, Shay's home. Boys and girls, I'm sitting here under the air condition, and my head is soaking wet. I don't know my bipolar medicine and my fibromyalgia causes hot flashes, but I kid you not, I did not take that bipolar medicine last night. I could not. The hot flashes was killing me yesterday. It was so hard for me to even attempt to go to bed. And the good thing is, I didn't take my bipolar medicine 2 days, and I was 100% fine because of the black seed oil, ashwagandha, and the L-theanine. The L-theanine is what topped the magic. That topped the magic. So I have, I gotta order me some more of that. Gotta order me some more. I have about 10 bottles of ashwagandha left. My magnesium, I have, I think, 9 bottles left, maybe more. But that L-theanine is going to run out in a few weeks, and I need to order an order, but I need about 9 or 10 bottles. I can't play with the one today and then maybe 2 months later. I can't do that. If I get about 9 or 10 bottles, I'm good for a couple of months, and then I can worry about what I got to worry about within that matter of time. But if I go upstairs and have to turn on my air conditioner because I'm burning up with hot flashes, knowing that air conditioner is going to do me more harm as far as my light bill is concerned, because I'm fighting a battle that I can't win. That's the only reason why I don't want to turn my air conditioner on. Not because I can't afford it. I can't afford it, but I will sacrifice anything for my comfort in my home. So it's not about finances now. It's about the fact that hot flashes, it's like I'm fighting against the air conditioner. It's like opening up the window and putting your air conditioner on. You know, I know people who do that. It's too cold. I need a little bit. Excuse me, aren't you paying for that? So it is what it is. Okay. Mama has made it home. And now I have to get upstairs, and guess what? My underarm feels a little moist, just a little bit moist. And guess what? You know this body was just cleaned, right? Yes, it was. And my man he better answer this phone. It's 120. Spam, spam, spam. That's about 3 spam calls. I said something yesterday was truthful. I might have said the truth, and I might have hurt someone's feelings. But I felt bad when I said it. But it was the truth. It was the truth. And I feel like, wow, did I really have to say the truth? I hate being a Libra sometimes. We just don't have a filter. We don't have a filter sometimes, boy. And I don't want this little piece of cutie pie to be mad at me. Mm. And you know, one of the beautiful things about this garage, I can come down here when the weather is 80, 90, 100 degrees. My car is cold. Okay, I'm trying to put my water in my bag. You know what I did? I took the elevator downstairs this morning, and that upset me so much because I've been walking down the stairs pretty much for like 2 months now. And I like it. I like it. And I can see. Let me see if I can push up and go up, because sometimes up make me wait forever. And I feel like I'm in a Lifetime movie and that someone. Oh, that's where I'm going to. Thank you. Excuse me. You could come to my house real quick. I just want to give you something.
Okay.
I live on the 12th floor. They go to school, right?
Yes.
Okay, please, thank you. I just want to give you some. You can give them some and share with someone else.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm going to 12. See what happens? I'm about to get rid of another box that I'm waiting for somebody to come. I actually have 4 boxes, but I'm going to give this lady one box to get it out so I can finish tidying up. Hello there.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
You like Hello Kitty?
Yes.
Okay. Now I don't have Hello Kitty for you, okay? Because I have girl stuff.
Okay.
No, I mean your little brother. That's your brother?
No,
No,
cousin.
Cousin,
that's my
okay.
cousin. I have 3.
Well, that's good.
She don't have no brother, no sister.
No?
Yeah.
Oh.
But they're cousins, they say brother and sister, you know?
Yeah. Okay, we reach home. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.